Saturday, Meredi Horam Kirkter 2, February 23rd, 1585. Praga, in their holy place, according to a true and faithful relation of what passed for many years between Dr. John Dee and some spirit, 1659. Orationibus adium fusis pro luc eo veritate divina, etc. Dee said the occasion of this coming to the shoe stone was that as we sat together in the stove, the entry bit with the, there was a pat or stroke or two, not natural, given on the bench and wall, and withal I felt on my head a heavy moving thing, and also after that Edward Kelly felt on his back as if one had written letters distinctly, whereupon we went to understand the will of God as being thereto half warned, and stirred by those tokens. Edward Kelly said, Madimi is here. And Dee said, Benedicte sunt pedis evangelizantium pacem eo fevrum altissime. Madimi said, Why should I speak unto you, since you have no faith? Why should I teach you that despise my documents? I knock in vain, for you hear me not. Unus unum, arius arium quaret, dispares estis. And in the margin, faith. He said, Deus potest omnibus eo diversissimus sedis fecere bona semper petentibus. Madimi said, Shall I speak or no? Dee said, Speak in the name of God, who would not hear the words of the wise and of the mighty, of the good and true. Madimi said, Shall I close my mouth because of your wickedness, or shall I open my mouth because my mother hath commanded me? I will go back, and will desire that my mouth may be sewed up with a double thread. 4. Assure yourself, I will not come again willingly, but if she say again, Go, I will come. Hue? Wherefore doth God give bread to dogs, or suffereth his sun to shine? And sun with an O here. 2. The bottomless caves. I know a cause, but yet I am torn in spirit. O mother, mother, if thou shouldest speak unto this people out of and from above the clouds, they would melt before thee, yea, they would fall. But lo, thou speakest unto them by thy daughter, that they may stand and hear. But they hear not. But I swear unto thee, they despise thee. What shall therefore become of them? I go, I will see if I can absent myself from them. And Mater Madimi in the margin, and because we're referring to females here, we are referring to jinn. And while we're at it, let us point out that the Malaika, they're not males. They're beyond that too. The Malaika are the unfallen angels that have no choice, but to obey God. That's all they can do. The jinn, or the fire beings, the humans have choice. Light beings don't have the choice. Dee said she went away as if she had been angry. In the mean space we argued after our former manner. Edward Kelly, as he was wont, and I still in my constant hope of God's mercies. After about half an hour, Edward Kelly said, Now she is here again. At her calyces she putteth off her petticoat, and putteth on another garment, full of pleats of a golden color, and after that an other garment upon that garment, with many crowns bordered on it, with hands out of every of them, and a great part of the arm. They are right hands. The first garment which she put off, and flingeth it into a fire. Madimi said, I speak unto you, though I say nothing. Madimi further said, the counsels from above are perfect, because they descend. But the wrappings of man's wit are unperfect knots, hard to put together, and hard to unloose. Therefore they are not. But these are of God, and they are true. Envious minds and false hearts do hunt after thee, and they have said and have conspired. But I have said unto them, be it unto them as they have measured unto others, and that which they have nourished in corners, let it be fire, and consume their dwelling places. Let it seek out their brothers. Let their throats be burst in pieces. Let it range along their kingdoms, and let it burn down the gate of their borders, that the way may be wide, for a narrow way serveth not. Where I bring in mischief, I will bring her to the borders, and will place her in the gates, and I will say unto her, Accepe tebe them, and the margin concilia die imprisonment conspired against me, D. And in the next bit, the way is prepared by Albert Lasky. And I will give her a two-edged sword, but I will not enter in with her, because I will not hear their lamentations, neither be moved with their groanings. These are hard and heavy knots, that the evil spirit and man's wit hath wrought together, but because they are human, they shall perish. Truly it seemeth good to my mother and me, and our consent thinketh good also, and rather because she hath prepared the way by her own wisdom, which is part of the north you must always look unto, and be directed by. For why that constellation is true, and doth teach those that err, those that also are right, it comforteth them. But we'll get into that in the next program.